Hello grade 10 students. Welcome to another virtual class. I am Miss Madhu Wadke. In last video class we started with new chapter triangles and we learned the basic concept of similarity. We also learned that there are two necessary conditions for two figures to be similar. That is, number 1, all corresponding angles should be equal. Number 2, all corresponding sides must be proportional. In today's video class, we will learn about basic proportionality theorem and we are going to prove it using previous knowledge that we have about the triangles. Then we will also prove the converse of this theorem. So let's get started. The first theorem of this chapter 6.1 is basic proportionality theorem. This is one of the most frequently appearing questions in the board paper. You are expected to write the statement and prove for it. So make an effort to understand it in detail so that remembering becomes easier. You have been studying how to prove a statement from lower classes. Before you start with the proof, first you have to write down what is given in the statement, what is to be proved in the statement. The figure is to be drawn from the information given in the statement, and if there is construction needed to prove the statement, you have to state the construction as well. Then we start writing the proof. So there are 5 things. Number 1, what is given. Number 2, what is to be proved. Number 3 is figure. Number 4 is construction if there is any. And number 5 is proof. Let's read the statement for basic proportionality theorem. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. We need to break it into parts to understand this statement. The first step is to identify what is given in the statement and what is to be proved. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect other two sides in distinct points, then that means this first part of the sentence tells us what is given to us, and what comes after then in the statement is to be proved. So we are given a triangle. So let's draw a triangle. So we have drawn triangle ABC. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides. So let's say we draw a line which is parallel to BC and it cuts the other two sides in distinct points D and E. It is important to say that this line DE cuts in two distinct points because we can draw a line which can pass through A and is parallel to BC. So if we draw a line passing through A like this, then it doesn't cut into distinct point. It cuts only at just one point. So this figure will be wrong. So let's write down what is given in the question. Triangle ABC is given, in which DE is parallel to BC. What we have to prove is given in the second part of this statement, that is, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. A statement of a theorem is of the type if and then. So the sentence starts from if followed by what is given, then followed by what is to be proved. And that is how you can segregate from the statement what is given and what is to be proved. So here we have to prove that other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Notice from the figure that point D cuts AB in two parts, AD and DB. Similarly, point E cuts AC in two parts, AE and EC. So we have to show that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. So now we have written everything that is given in the question. To prove this statement, we will have to do some construction. So let's draw perpendiculars from point D to AE. Likewise, we will draw perpendicular from point E to AD, and then join point D to C and E to B. Write down the construction. We have drawn EM perpendicular to AD and DN perpendicular to AE. And we have joined points E to B and D to C. Now we are ready to write down proof for this theorem. Consider triangle ADE, where EM is perpendicular to AD. So we can write down the area of this triangle. What is the formula to find out the area of triangle? If we know its base and height, area of triangle ADE is equal to half base into height. So we can write this as half base will be AD and the height will be ME. In this formula, the height is taken corresponding to the base. Now let's find the area of triangle BDE. I have drawn the figure separately for you to understand. Notice that angle EDB is an obtuse angle. So if I take DB as the base, then the height from point E will lie outside the triangle on the extended side of BD. So area of triangle BDE will be equal to half base into height. Base is BD and the height is EM. Now we will find the ratio of area of these two triangles. So area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle BDE will be equal to half AD into ME divided by half BD into EM. Cancelling the equal terms, we get this equal to AD upon BD. Mark this result as 1. The next step is to find the area of triangle ADE again. But this time we are going to take AE as the base. So we will consider height DN. So height DN will be the corresponding height to this base. So area of triangle ADE will be half base into height, which is equal to half AE into DN. Now we will find area of this triangle DEC by taking EC as the base. Notice that angle DEC is obtuse angle. So the perpendicular from D to the base EC will lie outside the triangle, and we obtain it by extending side CE and then dropping the perpendicular from D. So area of triangle DEC will be equal to half base into height, and that is half EC into DN. Taking the ratio of areas of these two triangles, area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle DEC is equal to half AE into DN divided by half CE into DN. We can cancel the equal quantities, so we get AE upon CE. Mark this as 2. The result that we have marked as 1 was area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle DEB is equal to AD upon DB. Now compare the results of step 1 and step 2. Look at the left hand side, numerator. The numerators are area of same triangle, triangle ADE. So the numerators are same. Now take a look at the denominators. Triangle DEC of the second step is this triangle, and triangle DEB of the first step is this triangle in the figure. We are given in the theorem that DE is parallel to BC. So we have two triangles that lie between the same parallels and have a common base. So what can we say about these two triangles? They have same area. We have studied this result in grade 9. So area of triangle DEC is equal to area of triangle DEB. Reason: they lie on same base and between same parallels. So now we have left hand side of step 1 and step 2 equal. The numerators are already equal, and now the denominators are also equal. So what can we say about the right hand side? So this implies AE upon CE is equal to AD upon DB. So we have proved the theorem. We will now prove converse of basic proportionality theorem, which is theorem 6.2 of the chapter. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. So again we have a statement that starts with if and there is then. So what follows after if is given and what follows after then is to be proved. So what is given? A line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio. So let's draw a triangle. So we have a triangle ABC. Drawing a line that divides side AB at point D and side AC at point E, such that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. So it is given that the two sides AB and AC of this triangle are cut in equal ratio. Now read the second part of the sentence. Then the line is parallel to the third side. This line that we have drawn, we have to show that DE is parallel to BC. Clearly, what was given for basic proportionality theorem is to be now proved. And what we proved in basic proportionality theorem is what is given. And that's why this theorem is called as converse of BPT. We will start by assuming that DE is not parallel to BC, which means there's going to be another line DE dash which is going to be parallel to BC. So this is going to be the construction. So we will draw DE dash parallel to BC. Now we can use basic proportionality theorem because DE dash is parallel to BC. We can start the proof by writing that DE dash parallel to BC. So this implies AD upon DB will be equal to AE dash upon E dash C. But it is given that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. So compare these two. Their left hand sides are same. So we can equate their right hand sides. So this implies AE upon EC is equal to AE dash upon E dash C. We will add 1 to both sides. So simplifying, we get AE plus EC upon EC equal to AE dash plus E dash C upon E dash C. But what is AE plus EC? AE plus EC is AC and AE dash plus E dash C is also AC. So AC upon EC is equal to AC upon E dash C. Cancelling the equal terms, we get E dash C equal to EC. This implies that E and point E dash coincide, as E dash C and EC are equal line segments. So we can say that DE is parallel to BC. Hence, the theorem is proved. With this, we come to the end of this video lesson. Your assignment for today is to write down the statements for basic proportionality theorem and its converse and then prove it. See you in the next class. Until then, goodbye.